Hi guys, Ozokir here, and today we're gonna review some canister set from 2008, which was released as part of the first wave called the Phantoka wave, because as you may know, there were 3 Toa and 3 Makuta, so every guy is in the same wave this time, so no 6 Toa or no 6 enemies in the first wave, so kind of the 2 sides this time is kind of nice. And today we're gonna review one of the Toa, so it's gonna be the green one, Toa Lewa, right here. So of course they are the same as the Nuva, even if the design itself make it totally different. So that's kind of a problem for some people, not for me, as I said earlier in my other review. So anyway, we're just gonna talk about the set itself and how it looks like. I'm not gonna compare this to the older version because I think it's useless. So anyway, here's the canisters. You can see here's the 2008 canister, which is kind of a crossover between the Maui canister and the other canisters. The Maui canisters lie into this part, the front lid, yes, the front and not the upper lid this time. So as you can see, it's a plastic part, Bionicle right in here. Of course, at first it's all linked together with some stickers. Which I just have cut this one, and then it just to show you clearly how it works. And you got, yeah, some, I think it's supposed to be look like some work, but it's more like some branch for me, so do not really know, so yeah. And of course it's green because it's Lewa, but right in here, I think I already said that. So yeah, it's green because it's Lewa, but it would be white, for example, for Kopaka. And of course we got the main illustration right here, the main picture with Phantoka and a nice logo right here, Toa Lewa. The character itself, the background is Kadanui. It's different from each canisters, but which change in fact is just the position of this strange Wai and their shadows right there, and also the rocks on the back. But apart from that, there is no green fog like the older box or stuff like that. But still, there's some nice little difference, so yeah, why not? And of course, because it was the Maui canisters, and as you can see clearly, this is the main canister part right here. So this means that what I want to say, yeah, this is a true canister. I want to mean that it's a plastic part, even a clear smoke plastic part. It's not a cardboard box like for example the Maui's one, which was some cardboard and some plastic glass. Now this time it's really just, as you can see, we have also some kind of a lid, but even if it's in a cheap plastic, it's still your average canisters with some front lid. And it will be the last time we got some front lid, so it will just have been used for 2 waves. Anyway, on the back it doesn't really show things interesting apart here that you can link the Matoan and Toa together, so like every guys from the first and even the second wave, even if they don't release 12 Matoan in total, but still. The collectible white, the projectile white, and also the collectible white here, the Midnight Sky Blaster for the Toa, and the 2 dark spots for the Makuta. And then also it shows you that you can put your Toa behind the front lid, right here, the front plastic part. And some information right there, so nothing really important. Gonna talk about the instruction booklet, but again, it's cut at this point. And yeah, apart from the instructions themselves, you do not have some, yeah, you have the part list, the link stuff, and some art for all the canisters from the first wave, and also from the second wave of 2007, the Toa Maui. And that's quite all, and also you have some art for the Toa Ignika. And that's also, as you can see, not really interesting. I do not remember if there were some combo between combiner, but I think there were one Makuta you can make when combining some of this first wave set. Do not remember the name of the guy, but still, it was and yeah. So yeah, we have talked about all the extra stuff, the canisters and stuff. But we're gonna talk about the set itself. So the color scheme is dark gray and lime green. So the dark gray, as you may remember, is used on every tower from the first wave. So this is their main colors, and then each tower, of course, has their special color. Here it's the lime green, but it's mainly used for the armor and for the connectors themselves. So it's mainly dark gray, like for example, Poitou, yeah, Poitou Phantoka, excuse me. I think the Kopaka may have some more white in there, but still. So anyway, it is. So yeah, so we got, of course, some new recolored dark gray part, excuse me. So first we got the Perilous Path, which is not a recolor because it was used before, I think, in Kongu or even in Kongu. Yeah, I think it's in Kongu or even in Karapa. Then we got some long double connector. Of course, it's a new one with a new shape, but it's still broccoli easily. Then we got this part. I do not remember if this is a new colored part or not. It's the Inika tight armor. Then we got some waxy legs, which are new because before they were just the waxy legs, I think, and the metal legs we colored in the dark gray. I do not remember if Maxilos has some dark gray arms or legs, so I can't really say this. In fact, I don't really know that, so excuse me. And then you got some Montax feet, which I think here it's a new color because before they were released in black, and maybe also in dark green with Mazeka. No, not Mazeka. Karzani, excuse me, Karzani. And then, yeah, we got some dark gray feet. So, yeah, I think there's many weak colors in there. If they were not released before, some Titan that I do not remember, do not have. So, anyway, kind of nice. But it's kind of strange because you can see they use some waxy legs. And for the arms, they will be using some Inika arms, which are way more, way bulkier than this part. So, kind of strange. And I think that some people like to reverse the stuff and put the Inika leg right here and then the waxy legs as part of the arms. But that other stuff, so here's the lower part, is quite nice. You have some new colored parts, so why not? And then we're gonna talk about the set itself. So maybe I'm gonna put off this part. So yeah, of course, it's very simple this time. It's like Kopaka, so we got some Inika frame, Inika body frame in dark gray. I think also it was with before, so nothing very new. Of course, on the back you've got this Inika shoulder armor, which is in order to put the Matter one on it. Then we have the arms, which are quite interesting because this time there is no wings or no propeller, like for example Part 2. This time it's some nice part, which is made with some Mataro Maui blades, which are kind of nice, used like that in this position. It's kind of strange, sometimes it blocks some of the movement, I think, but it's still nice. And then some jetpack from the Matter one, so of course it was a new part released in 2008. Quite a nice design. And we're gonna put this on the side, so this time, yeah, it's really futuristic because it's got some jetpack to fly, because of course, remember, in Academy, every guy can kind of fly, if I can say so, yeah. It's more a battle which is spent on the sky or in the swamps. So anyway, and of course the arm, so it's the same part right here, and there you got the famous Inika, yeah, the Inika lower leg, as I've said earlier, which is used on the arm, so that's kind of strange. I'm okay with that personally, but I think that some people are not really, do not really like this that much. So that's quite all. I'm just gonna check how I'm supposed to link the lower part and the upper part together. Even if I did not, okay, like that. So yeah, anyway, then we're gonna talk about the head itself. So of course, it's your metal head with the new combo, the brain eye combo parts. Of course, it was used before 2007, but it was really used widely in 2008 with all Toas. And of course, it's some translucent green. And for the mask, it's like the one of part 2. So you got some mask inner from the Toa Maui, and then you got the mask itself. Kind of nice, really aerodynamic with some little propellers in there, as you can see. Kind of nice, yeah, so kind of blocky on the upper part, but then it's go in some circle shape right here. Quite nice. You still got the mask inner on this part because of the hole. So yeah, quite a nice mask, even if it does not really look like the old mirror. We're gonna put this like that. Then we're almost done. I think I'm gonna finish the body first and then talk about the weapon. And then we're gonna put some Inika chest armor right here. This is the one I call the flat one because if you look on the side, it's kind of flat. It's in lime green, so it's a new color. It was maybe also used in on the Lewa version of the Axalawa. I do not know. Do not own this set yet. And yeah, we're gonna talk about the so it's quite finished. We just have to put the weapon, or the blade, and the mid-axe scale blaster, which is here. Of course, it launched. You can clearly see here some Zamor sphere. Of course, it's not called Zamor sphere in the storyline, but it can launch them 4 times a row. So yeah, quite nice. So yeah, it got 4 armor in there, which are already stocked nicely. This means that they can't fall off, like for example the old Inika launcher, the old, excuse me, Zama launcher, so quite nice. So yes, I think this is this is one of the perfect I'm not really fond of this projectable, but in terms of objectivity, that's one of the best because it can hold 4 armor in the magazine, and also it does not let them fall off. And also the design is kind of more interesting because it's not like it's some launcher and then some magazine on the upper part. This time it's all on one side, if I can say so. So it's kind of nice. It's all in one direction, so nice. And 3 axle also, so yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna put this like that. Okay, I think he all did it some strange way on the yeah, on the canisters. He put it like that. So yeah, we're gonna maybe put this like that for the rest of the review. And if this means the articulation may be some kind of weird sometimes. Oh yeah, you can also notice the fact that these arms are very long. In fact, they are not as long as the guys from the 2009 Gator Legends wave, but still they're kind of long, I think. In comparison of the legs, of course. And then we got the new sword. Again, I'm not really fond of this sword, but it's still nice because it's got a lot of little details, like all the lightning bolt which pass through the sword itself, right here, all this little shape here and there. So it's really a nice one. But this is maybe because I do not really use it tons of times in mugs that I'm not really used to it still, so that's why I don't really think that's an interesting part, but still it's really detailed part, so yeah, I think that many people might love this. Oh yeah, this time put this like that, so yeah. And here we go, we have finished Lewa, so we're just gonna do a little turn around of the set. So excuse me, the pose is kind of awkward, but it's just to show you how it works at 360 degrees. So anyway, we're gonna talk about the articulation. So yeah, you can move that, but it's blocked because of this part, as I said earlier. But you can still move this up and on the side and stuff like that. Then we got the elbow part, which block at 19 degrees because of the armor, tight Anika armor right here. Because of course it's used as an armor here. And then we got this part here. If you put this like that, of course it kind of blocked at this point. But if you put this on other direction, it's not really a problem, so it's really a free hand. The same for the other arm anyway, so it's also blocked at 90 degrees, and it also blocked on the side like that. The head can look down, up, on the side, right and left. And then for the legs itself, we can put this like that. So yeah, you can all put this all the way up, if you can say so, like this, and it's worked pretty well, I think. And you can do some nice pose. But right now I'm just gonna put the Tanma, yeah, I think it's called Tanma, the matter one, so on the back of Lewa to show you how it works. Of course, I already done that in my matter one review, but it's just for those who haven't seen this review to show them how it works too. Yeah, how it works to put the two matter together, excuse me. Right here. And there we go. So it works easily, and you can switch them around like that. And have some fun with this too, guys. But I think that's yeah, that's quite all. Not really a fan of this little gimmick, but it's still there, so that's why I showed it to you. So anyway, I think that's quite all for this set. So what's to like and not to like on this set? So yeah, first there are some kind of awkward articulation on the 90 degree stuff, but I think I'm the only one to complain to that. So anyway, just let's pass on this point. But yeah, it's kind of a problem for me. A little, not really a big one. Then also one other problem with Lewa. What can it be? Oh yeah, the frame is pretty simple because in fact it's just an Inika frame, so there's nothing really new at all to say. And seriously, I do not see any serious cons or yeah, so problems with this set. But on the other side, I don't also see any good puns or very good puns, because yeah, other good puns, we can see that I especially like the design of the shoulder part. It's very nice, even if they block the articulation. I especially like the mask also, it's quite nice. Of course, for some complaints, some people may complain about the fact that it's not look like the old Lewa, so yeah. I think everyone has his know his position on this argument, I think, but yeah, personally, not really that important. He also one complaint is the fact that it may be awkward that he's got this big arm right there and some thin legs here, so it's kind of strange, but you may tweak the set really easily to put this in some other excuse me. And then yeah, on the good point, I especially like the design of the shoulder, the mask, the weapon. Also, it brings very nice recolored path, like all the arms and yeah, the arms are more like legs in dark ways. This part also. So I don't know if it was the first time or not they were released in these colors, but it's still nice to have tons of dark way part, because it can be really used tons of times in mouse, because it's really a generic colors. It can be put everywhere. It fits every color pretty nice. Also, the color scheme on this guy is pretty okay. It's not really that awesome, personally. Even if I say that the dark way can fit everywhere, it's just an objective point of view, because personally, I'm not really a fan. I'm not really fond of the dark way color, because it's just too yeah, and not like it. It's not that colorful at all for me. It's just some gray. It's really yeah, I don't know. I don't especially like this one, but yeah, the color scheme is okay in my opinion. It's not really impressive at all. The weapons work well, and I think it's quite nice. So yeah, in fact, it's a pretty good toy in my opinion. Maybe more articulated than Kopaka, because he do not have to hold his weapon with two hands. Of course, with the last step of the initial booklet, you can also tweak Kopaka to just make him take his hands with take his weapon, excuse me, with just one hand. So yeah, in fact, it's really a pretty simple toy, just an indica frame with some new parts. Yeah, in fact, it's just reused parts and some indica frame. So I think it's still quite nice, but it really depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for an original Toa, I might say that Poitou is of course better, because it's really unique. This one is good, but not really that impressive. I think it's alright. So see, it's alright. It's not impressive. It's not bad. It's good, but not great. That's all. So yeah, that was my review. I hope you have made your own opinion on this guy. Still not really have to share my opinion, but you can make your own on this guy. So I hope you have made your own opinion. I also hope, of course, you enjoy this review. And I think that's quite all. So see you later for another Bionicle video review. Bye bye.